Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void and a Patreon cast for the week of August the 17th. Top right, gonna be Clem. Bottom left, gonna be Harstem. Alright, so these two players are very familiar with each other, but Clem is a terrifying Terran player, the best Terran player in all of the EU region. And Harstem is a Protoss player who's been around for a very, very long time. He has an excellent StarCraft 2 channel with very, very funny casts and a lot of informational stuff, and I'll put a link to it in the description here. So, let's see if Harstem, with all of his knowledge and all of his experience, can take down Clem here today. Blocking off the Reaper hop-up spot. Okay, we're on Glittering Ashes. And again, this is going to be a Patreon cast for those of you who support me at patreon.com/FalconPaladin for at least $1 a month. I really do appreciate all y'all. Dude, if you're watching this in the month of September, hit that like button and hit that subscribe. I am here 5 times a week with StarCraft 2 content. Maybe sometimes more. Ooh, NGB block. Here from Clem. Ha 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 ha. You are frustrated. Yes, you're tilted, says Clem. That was more of a Russian accent than a French one. Ho ho ho, you're now tilted. Yes, you have to bring off some probes, says Clem. Dun, dun, Harstem, just, throwing down a cybernetics core. The SCV harassing the probes. And pow, canceled for a 94 mineral refund amount. Okay, so we've got a factory coming up. We've got a... Oh, do we have a Reaper? Did we not make a Reaper? We did not make a Reaper here today. So Terrans have not been making Reapers that often in TVP for a very, very long time, but it still kind of disappoints me when they don't make a Reaper, because that means we don't get to use a Reaper name. But hey, that's all right. I like the expansion timing here from Harstem. I like what Clem's up to here too. He's gonna go for Hellions. Gotta be Hellions here, right? Reactor factory. I'm gonna try to get some harassment done here, maybe to try to deal with some Adepts that way. Adepts and Hellions have a weird relationship because they both do damage, extra damage to light units, and they both are light units themselves. So that's funny. Anyway, Stargate coming in. Might get an Oracle out here. Might get a Void Ray out here, too. I mean, either one of those is going to deal with Hellions pretty effectively. Oh, it's a proxy starport up here from Clem. Completely missed that. But guess who didn't miss it? Harstem. Harstem saw it. Harstem is dealing with it now. Did kill the SCV that was building the starport, thanks to help from ye old Adept. And everything's cool. Way to go, Harstem. Like, that's nice. Shutting down the proxy Stargate. So now Clem doesn't even have one. He's not building one. He's going for a second CC right now. Wow, all right. And then the Hellions, I guess maybe, sure. Maybe that starport will finish. Maybe Clem will be able to pull that off. I don't know, but there's an Oracle on the way, and there's a couple of Adepts out, and these Hellions don't want to engage with that at all. So let's see what we get here by way of Oracle showing up. The SCV had enough time to finish that starport. Okay. So that's really good. Oracle crumbs out here, but a little bit too late. Name is Zap Brannigan. When he's in command, every mission is a suicide mission. That's right, Zap. Mr. Zap Brannigan. Couple Hellions getting in here to the natural base, roasting up some of these probes. Actually, not bad. 5 probes down. In exchange for 2 Hellions is not a terrible number to hit. Oracle cruising into the main base of Clem, though. Clem has no anti-air here at all. Oh, wait, there are some Marines. There's only 3, though. They will die. Oh, there's a Cyclone. Of course there is. Run! Cyclone pushes you out. And is there a... No, that's not out of range. That looked like it was out of range. That's dumb. So Zap Brannigan dies, as is per usual. So only 2 SCVs died there. I forgot there would be a Cyclone out for sure. No Terran's going to skip a Cyclone in a PvT especially. Because look at this. You can chase away Phoenix. You can chase away Oracles. You can chase away Void Rays. You can chase away Warp Prisms. Anything that tries to fly into your main, a Cyclone will push it back all the way back. Anyway, Harstem's second base has been up and running for some time. He's got a third base starting now, and Clem is just kind of starting to saturate his second base. So Harstem's ahead economically, which is nice, and he does need to be ahead economically because mules are a thing. What are we doing here? A couple barracks. Is that a third? Yeah, third barracks. Okay, so Marines Marauders, Medivacs, Widow Mines, all sorts of stuff here from the Terran player. TVP is not insanely different from TVZ in the compositional choices that you're going to make here. Anyway, Adepts don't have Resonating Glaives, aren't going to trade very well versus these Marines. If anybody ever remembers the Adept Phoenix stage of StarCraft 2, it didn't last very long, but it was the early days of Legacy of the Void, and it was retail. This wasn't something that was tested. But Adepts could two-shot Marines, and so it was just Adepts and Phoenix on these openings, and Terran was like, I don't know what to do about this. And then they nerfed the Adept to three-shot Marines, and everything has been fine ever since. I think Adepts are good. They're fine. They still get made. They weren't nerfed into the absolute ground like some units are sometimes. So Harstem's third continuing to warp on in here. He's working on Charge for his Zealots. And Clem, for the first time today, really moving out. I mean, yes, he did. Wait, what happened to his starport? Did he just fly that home? Yeah, okay, fair enough. Anyway, first time majorly pushing out here other than some Hellions. Cyclones are like, what do we lock on here? I guess Adepts, maybe? Stalkers, very good here against the Cyclones for sure. Just they're speedy and they hit pretty hard. And they can catch the Cyclones, which is the bigger deal here. There's a lift on both of the Cyclones, and once those guys are moved from this army, yeah, that's it. I mean, these Marines alone are not going to be able to do anything at all. I mean, they're trying to kill these Phoenix, but like, good micro there from Harstem. Harstem is giving Clem everything he can handle right now. I like it. Harstem's playing very, very well. Telling you, he's got good game knowledge. He's got good game timings here. He's a good player. He's not at the level, obviously, of Clem, but I mean, who is in the EU? At this point, it's Raynor and it's Cyril, and everybody else is kind of like tier 2, you know? What? Third base from Clem being built on location. A little bit dangerous to put it there, but he's also on the offensive, so Harstem is not really going to spare anything. Not necessarily going to spare anything to try to take down that third base, but if there is an aggressive attack, counterattack maybe here from Harstem, that third base could be in a little bit of trouble. The lifting the Phoenix play. This is getting such good value here out of these Phoenix. How many of them have died? 3 so far, which is maybe more than I was expecting, but continuing to pump them out here, replacing the ones that die. Again, Clem's third base coming up is a bit of a problem for Harstem. He's up 62 to 47 workers. Income is hugely favoring the Protoss at the moment, even with the aforementioned OP mules, which are working right now. They're working to bring that number up. You can see that at the very end of the graph. Phoenix harassing around a bit. Oh, they killed that one. They killed a mule at the third base. Was there a mule at the third? Why would there be a mule at the third base? This isn't done yet. Strange. Additional gateways coming in. Robo on the way here too. Immortals are very good in this matchup. In the current meta, they just do very well. They outrange Widow Mines. They do great against Marauders. If it's just Mass Marine, then by all means, don't make Immortals. They'll die. But, you know, having some Immortals in there to deal with things like Siege Tanks, especially Thors, Marauders, going to be really, really useful. Going to get a ton of value out here. So it's just little bits of army here. Just, you know, trying to damage each other. Nobody's going for any kind of a killing push at this stage of the game either. Army value is 54 to 48. So, I mean, yeah, nobody's maxed out or anything, but it's been pretty scrappy thus far. So it's hard to max out in a game what is incredibly scrappy. The Widow Mines are just trying to catch anything. Can we catch some Phoenix? Sure. Can we catch some Zealots? That'd be good too. Anything they can get here that jumps into the front lines is going to be good. But they are chased. They are following these Medivacs around because they can be picked up as necessary. Phoenix continuing to shark around here. It's like, if your army's out, what is defending this base? Well, there's going to be a Widow Mine down here for sure. So we take a Widow Mine shot. Oh, 2 Widow Mine shots, but 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, only 5 SCVs get down there. Any more additional Phoenix die? Oh, no, just still the 3. Some of them are very, very injured. But a 4th base is on the way from Harstem, and those shields will regenerate on those Phoenix post-haste. Marines. Widow Mines. Medivacs. And a Marauder, I think, is in this composition too. Way there at the back. Say hello to the Marauder, everybody. Oh, did they dart back in and get some more kills? Certainly did. All right, pylon down, pushing in. Charge lots are like, ugh, I don't know if I want to go in there. Okay, great force fields. Beautiful force fields. Keeping the army away for the time being here. Does he have any Colossus? No. He's working on one, but he's supply blocked because of that pylon death. Oh, no. These are the little things. These are the little things. Like, Harstem was doing great until he got supply blocked. He didn't account for the death of that pylon. Therefore, his Colossus is late. Therefore, he's in a lot more trouble now. than he otherwise would have been. And these are the, again, the tiny, tiny things that can cause players problems in StarCraft that maybe separate them from a Harstem to a Clem in the amount of success they can enjoy in StarCraft. Just how I see it. All right, Extended Thermal Lance and Colossus are coming in. That'd be really good. The Marauder count is not heavy. And Widowmines don't do anything to Colossus. Nice. Widowmine connects there. Beautiful Widowmine connect there. Clem sharking around the 4th base, trying to see if he can get anything done there. 7 Phoenix have now died. 4 more have died since the last time we checked there. Colossus out. Doesn't have Extended Thermal Lance. It's only 1, 2. You really want 3 in the situation. But he's pumping 2 more out here due to Shield Battery. With a Shield Battery overcharge would buy him some time. There we go. Tossing down a Shield Battery. Yeah, he knows what's up here. Good force fields as well as he can. I'm surprised it's not Guardian Shield, but force fields forcing away the army buys a little bit more time. You still probably will attack into a Guardian Shield if you're Clem in this situation. Phoenix trying to pick off reinforcements as they come to join the front here. It's 84 to 77 total supply. But once these 2 Colossus finish and the Extended Thermal Lance finishes, it's going to be a little bit harder for Clem. So he's got a tiny window in which to get this thing done. The 3 Colossus are out. Extended Thermal Lance is it really not being Chrono Boost? It's not being Chrono Boost. All right. Whoa! Clem darts right on in. Ah! Takes down the Robo. So a 4th Colossus can't join the party, but by golly, that's enough. What's over here? Widowmine drop. Widowmine drop at the 4th. Takes down 6 probes. Nothing apocalyptic, but still pretty good damage nevertheless. Observer checking out what's going on in the main base a little bit here for Clem. This is good. This is some really good back and forth stuff. This is a Wardy replay that I got from Wardy. Check him out on YouTube. You guys are YouTube watchers, right? Check out his channel. I'll put a link to it in the description. Wardy, he just puts together incredible tournaments with incredible players. He's very, very just enthusiastic about StarCraft, and he always has been. He's got a lot of passion for it. That's why he puts these things together. Anyway, Snipe, what is it? It's very close, man. 158 to 163 total supply. Army value's close. Clem's is bigger, but Harstem's got that splash damage. Another attack on the right side, taking out a pylon. Just, you know, future drops aren't as easily scouted with these, obviously. Enhanced Shockwave coming in. Ghost joining the party right now and attacking from 2 separate angles. This is what the elite players are very good at and what players like me die to all the time. Look at this. He's just like, oh, okay, cool. Nobody's defending this. Blah, 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 blah. I'm going to take down your pylons. Ah, Colossus are arrived. Guardian Shield is up. Just get out. Oh, he lost one of his medevacs. Wow, that gets out there with 1 HP. That's insane. Harstem's like, oh, come on. That was a full medevac that I could have killed if I'd gotten 1 more point of damage into it. Disruptors on the way from Harstem. He's got Archons. He's got Charge Lots. He's got Colossus. He's got what he needs here. The Vikings are a bit of a problem for the Colossus, but you know, if you have enough Disruptors and stuff, you don't necessarily need the Colossus as much anymore. So then the Vikings take them down, but sure. Oh, surround. It's a bit of a trap here. The Vikings are taking direct hits. The Vikings all get killed. Harstem is suddenly up 200 to 168 supply. The Viking count gets reset. There's 4. There's 4 out for Clem, but it's not good for him. Bring this Disruptor along, Harstem. I get that feeling you're gonna need it, friend. Oh boy. Clem taking a 4th base planetary here on the low ground. Is Harstem gonna go for it? It's a good target to attack because the army, okay, then the flank attack on the right side though. Gotta reposition here. He does. He protects his Colossus while trying to get big hits off. Nice EMP. Beautiful EMP there. Are there enough units to take down that base? The Vikings need to be target fired by the Archons and the Stalkers, but EMPs are so good against the Archons. They know that. They don't like what they see here at all. Army value is 114 to 99 in favor of Harstem. He's up 192 to 173 overall. His economy is good. His army value is good. He's got all the things he needs. EMP is going to be a big problem, though. Vikings picking off Phoenix here, too. Clem is a master of just positioning and defending, and Harstem's like, I don't like what I see here at all. Let me pull back to my 5th base that I'm trying to warp in. Make sure that gets defended. Maybe throw up some shield batteries here. Why not? More shield batteries. Never bad. Zealot dies with 1 kill. Might have killed an SCV trying to build a orbital. No, never mind. I wasn't trying to build anything over here because it's floating on over. Maybe just long-distance mining. There we go. Zealot's cruising across the map. This is what we're talking about. This is what we're here for, is these Zealot run-bys. It's really good against Zerg, hilariously, because it's just how Zerg likes to play with their speedlings, right, is the run-bys. But now Zealots can do it. It's not necessarily as good against Terran, but he's gonna make, you know, gonna make a good go of it here. Harstem is gonna try to sneak into the natural base. You know what's really bad against charge lots? Marauders. Very, very bad. Can't leave the Vikings exposed there too long. Oh, the Colossus are all dead though. So maybe that was totally worth it. Yeah, just kind of getting free Marauder kills here. Going after some of these SCVs. The Marauders can't even run because the charge is such a powerful ability. Charge lots into Clem's right side base here too. Enough army to handle it though, but not before 8 SCVs go down. He has to bring another piece of his army back to deal with this at the natural base and gives Harstem some time to just kind of chill. Recharge on these shield batteries. Kill some of the economy of Clem. He's down to 67 workers. Income back down in favor of Harstem's side. Some disruptor shots getting nailed down here. EMP on what? EMP'd some of his own ghosts. I think that's what happened. That's not ideal. Pull back, disruptors. On your own. You're not bad. You're support units. Got more Zealot into the right, the right side base here. I got some ice in my mouth. Oh, canceling a base of Harstem. At the 6 here, nice disruptor shot. Some ghosts died in that one. You could hear them. 10 probes die. That's not good. Economy is basically even at this stage. EMP's tossed down, largely dodged. Disruptor largely dodged too. Both players are tossing. Yo, it's another hit. Clem mistimed that one. He tried to be perfect and come back in right after it exploded and missed. Disruptor shot. Trying to connect here as well as they can. Mass DT run by from Harstem. That might be interesting. He's keeping Clement Bay down here at the south. What about to the north, though? Okay, here goes nothing. SCVs dying en masse here, pulling back maybe the safety of the missile turret, but there's nothing to help them. It doesn't really matter. Disruptor connection, another big one against those Marauders, and Clem has to go home to deal with these DTs. DT's trying to get out of there. Oh, just go north, man. Force him to spend more scans, so those aren't mules. Yeah. I probably should have maybe just run back into the main base. There are no missile turrets here. Harstem on the counterattack wants this planetary. Disruptors taking down a ghost on the right side. No, he's getting surrounded. He doesn't like that at all, but he does disrupt another ghost. Disruptors! Woof, that's a big whiff on that one. That's a big hit on Marines. But the thing about the Terran army is they can be bruised. They could be very, very low on numbers and HP, but they still hit like trucks. And suddenly, Harstem finds himself on the back foot. This might be a shield battery overcharge moment, and it is. Shield battery overcharge is here. Disruptors getting sent out left and right, but also getting picked off by the beautiful target firing here from Clem. Clem marching in. Shield battery overcharge does not dissuade him as much as it maybe should, and he is forced to pull back a little bit because guess what? The DTs are back in the natural base. This is nuts. Harstem's doing some really, really good back and forth shenanigans here, killing 10 more SCVs for a total of 52 SCVs he's taken down in this game. Harstem survives the attack but loses a lot of disruptors. He's lost 10 disruptors here and a total of 3 Colossus. Resources lost are 26,000 for him and 23,000 for Clem. Harstem, again, the better economy, but not by a whole ton. He's trying to retake the 6 o'clock base here on Glittering Ashes. Clem's right side 3 o'clock is happy and is expanding just to the south of that with yet another planetary fortress. What do we got here? What's next? I mean, Harstem's up 196 to 179 supply. It's a gateway army, though. Like, you don't have any splash damage here at all. Yeah, bring the disruptors in. That's what we're talking about. Disrupt all the things. It's going to be DT run-bys and Zealot run-bys and then splash damage in the main army. This is how he's going to be able to win this game. If he's going to do it at all. I don't know. At this point, it's really hard for me to tell. Harstem is doing much better than I kind of expected him to when I started this match, but he hasn't been able to kill any of Clem's bases today. He's killed a lot of SCVs, but he hasn't killed any planetaries. He hasn't killed any... Oh, there we go. Jinx! Jinx City does snipe down the planetary. This low ground 4th base gets taken out. And this was just distraction. I think this attack, he didn't really intend to do much with it. But then it gives some time for the DTs to sneak on up there, get some stuff done. EMP killed some. Oh, this guy manages to escape without his cloak. That's so, man, DTs without their cloak. Weird looking, right? Then he comes back in, forces another scan to be burned. That's good. Again, every scan that gets tossed down is not a mule. That helps Clem's economy here. So this is very, very fair trades, I would say. Guardian Shield is up. Oh, sniping Medivacs is a good way to win the game, too. He has killed a total of 3 Medivacs today, which is actually way lower than I expected when I went in there. Take down the missile turret. You're getting liberated. Oh, there's a scan there, too. So the DTs back out, and they jump back in and try to do what they can because they can't get out because there's army here to deal with them. But that means the army in the front is a lot smaller. So let's be like Harstem. Let's do Zealot DT run by so that the Terran has to deal with that stuff and doesn't have as much at the front to defend. And here we go. Is he going to be able to kill a planetary without the support of DTs? Yes, he does take it down. 23 more SCVs have died. Clem sends in a smaller army to flank, but Harstem's kind of okay with it, and he's still retreating. He's trying to hold the high ground right now. Sniping Viking would be cool, but he's just more interested in retreating. That is 95 SCVs killed by Harstem in this game. 95. Wow. Clem retakes. That's, I mean, he retakes bases as soon as they die. Same way that Harstem's been replacing bases after they die, too. But Harstem's up 194 to 145. He's got a significantly bigger economy. There's some Liberator shenanigans that take down 5 probes here, but Stalkers warp in and deal with that pretty quickly. There's a Widow Mine right... 2 Widow Mines right in this mineral line, so he disrupts them both. Nice reaction time. Wow, but 15 probes have now died. Dude, Clem, there was a massive worker advantage for Harstem, and now it's smaller. It's smaller now, but it's still pretty blue. Pretty blue over the last few minutes of this game. Last 3 or 4 minutes on that income screen, income tab. Yeah, this is where an entire Nexus dies in about 4 seconds. 3-3 Marines and Marauders just pouring damage into a Nexus. 19 total probes have died over the last couple of minutes here. That's in addition to the ones that died for the Widow Mines, too. This is an amazing game. Like, Clem's a disgustingly good StarCraft player, and Harstem is giving him everything he can handle. This dude, he's not just funny. He's not just really clever and really knowledgeable about StarCraft. This guy can ball. Ah, biggest hit of the day. Oh, then Clem GG's out because this was happening. Hold on. We got to look at that. But Harstem's your winner because he can't handle this army down to the south. And then what is this? He split. Oh, it's just the disruptors? It's just the disruptors down here, and then the rest of his army comes up, and there's nothing for Clem to defend against it, and that's why he leaves. Army value was 111 to 71, and look at that. If you kill 108 of Clem's SCVs, you can beat him too, apparently. That's how this works. That's amazing. Like, that was an incredible game from Harstem. What makes me sad is a bunch of you people, well, not you clicked on this, but a bunch of people are going to be scrolling my channel and be like, Clem versus Harstem, easy win for Clem. No. It turns out Harstem absolutely won this game. He's very capable of beating Clem, and he did it. He did it here in a legit game. He didn't cannon rush him. He didn't DT rush him and catch Clem with his pants down. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. This was a great game, killing 2 planetaries in orbital, 108 SCVs. And then, yeah, some disruptor hits. Some of them were good. Some of them were amazing towards the end. But generally, you'd catch a ghost here, 3 Marines here, a couple Marauders there. But, yeah, only lost 51 probes of his own. Generally, 51 probes down means you're dead. But if you kill 108 SCVs, you're going to be just fine. Only lost 1 Nexus today. Did get one canceled a couple times, too, which doesn't show up here. But still, yeah, army value here for Clem consists of 10 Marauders and 10 Marines. And 4 ghosts. It's not enough against 29 stalkers, 10 disruptors, and 9 charge lots. No, there's no way. Clem saw the writing on the wall. He expertly dipped out. And I'm sure this was part of a larger series that Wardy cast and Wardy set together, and I'm fairly sure Clem probably won the whole thing. But hey, if you could take a match off of Clem in a 22-minute game, I think you're legit. I think you're a legit player, man. Wow. Okay, that was good. That was absolutely fantastic. So that is going to be it for me today. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void and a Patreon cast. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.